in is the spin, 8 to 10 every Monday. Conversation taking place, all of it's real, some of it's funny. Kick your feet up if you like, at least you're internet connected. Twist a blunt, pour a drink simultaneously, a separate perspective with respect, being reflective with some fears. Couple hours out of your day, fire in the hole and cheers. Oh yeah, might as well go ahead and talk your shit, but make it funky, cause we all gon' sniff. Signing in King Coleman and them Gizzle. Come on and kick it for a little. Ain't no hating, we debating over topics big and little. If you're ready, let's get it. Let the greatness resume. Welcome to the conversation room. Tap in and tap share.
Yo. What it do, people?
What's the word? What's the word, beautiful people? What's the word out there, y'all? Thank y'all for tapping in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Conversation Room podcast, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm one of your two hosts, Mr. King Coleman.
And I am your boy, M. Gizzle, a.k.a. God's homie. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tapping the likes. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, y'all. I'm sorry, my mind. I was like, hey, I'm a little over the place right now. Sorry, y'all. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tapping the likes. Thanks for tapping the shares.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you're right here with us, and we appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Janae, Bree, I see y'all out there, man. Thank y'all for tapping in with you guys.
Janae, Bree, what up, y'all? Oh, life about to be tough on yo, boy. Look, you know what? No.
You say no?
No, we ain't about to do this. Look, I'm trying not to get up, y'all. I'm trying to turn the look. All right, look, I'm trying to turn the volume down on the here TV and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that, you know what I'm saying, we ain't getting no feedbacks and shit. But I got the TV remote, but I can't find the remote for the surround sound, and that's what gotta go. Oh, there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all in this motherfucking chat, man, and y'all in the group right now, man, we need y'all to do one thing for us, multiple things for us. Actually, we need y'all to hit the share button, man. Share this bitch up everywhere you possibly can. At the same time, hit like on the stream for us one time for the one time. And if you really fuck with your boys, you would tag a friend in the comments right now and tell them to tap in and tap share.
Bree, my lighter good. My lighter right here. I'm good. We good. But thanks for the concern, though. You know, I'm always good for losing my lighter and shit. But I actually got that tonight, surprisingly.
You know my mom's gonna be back?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Look, I just got some news about a dear friend of mine, so that shit, like I say, but what I was on point until about 32 seconds ago. Once I got this news, it kind of just like threw me all over the place. But no trip though.
Sorry, big dog.
I'm back at it. I think.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we about to get this thing started, man. Y'all know today we got certain topics that we gonna mess around with, and we got certain questions within those topics that we gonna mess around with. Today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, topics for today's episode will be children's safety, relationships, and some more shit. So tap in and be here with us, man. We also got something special for y'all. I'm gonna let M. Gizzle take the flow on that one.
All right, so in special part of today's episode and looking out for the little people, us trying to do our part, you know what I'm saying, to help the little people that's unfortunately being abused, whether it's physical, mental, whatever going on in their lives. We trying to support them today, y'all. So we're gonna be talking about them. But Also going to be giving out special tickets today. A pair of tickets to see the movie Sound of Freedom. If y'all haven't seen it, it's a very great movie, very inspiring movie, very emotional movie. I personally was very touched and moved by this movie. I wish I could figure out how to do more. You know what I'm saying? To help promote this movie, to Sound of Freedom. I pray that all of y'all go see it. Unfortunately, from what the guy said at the end, the movie was made 5 years ago, but they ran into every roadblock that you could possibly run into to stop this movie. But not only that, but it's like, and I am a witness to this situation where online and on social media, a lot of people across the United States been talking about how AMC movie theaters, they whole building to be nice and cold, especially during the summertime with these record-breaking heat, that everything would be nice and cool except for the showing of this movie. If you go inside this movie, that room is going to be hot as hell. And sure as shit thing, when I went to the movies to see this movie, it was hot as hell. And I didn't even know this about the social media and people talking about this when I first went to go see this movie. I went to go see this shit and thought that I was about to die because I was overheated. And another thing that they've been doing is, if you go online to certain movie theaters like AMC movie theaters, and with us it was Allen movie theaters, they show this movie as being damn near sold out. All the seats booked up. All the seats sold out. But yeah, when you go in to actually sit down and watch the movie, you see all these empty seats. So it's like somebody is trying to make sure this movie is not seen. If not, a whole lot of people is trying to make sure this movie is not seen. So let's go out, see this movie. Once again, Sound of Freedom. It's a very great movie. It's based on a true story. Let's run it up. And at the end of tonight's show, we will be giving away a pair of tickets to go see this movie. Booyah! That's all you got from me.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. So that's what we got going for y'all on this special day, man. On this special episode. We about to get ready to jump into this thing, man. So again, if y'all in the stream, man, please share this motherfucker, man. Please tag a friend in the comments right now. Tell a friend to tap in. And we about to get ready to jump into our first topic of discussion.
All right. What you got for us, my boy?
1 second.
All right. Damn. One thing about Bud Light that I realized is that off that first go, a motherfucker get the burping and shit. Ridiculous.
So he's up there.
Already. Just off one little swig, it's up. Trying to make sure it's not stuck. Shit, Bree, I hope everybody okay too, Miss Bree. Shit. I know Bree need to put some more goddamn landmarks on that board so I could go break them bitches down. Stop playing with me. And shit. I'm destroying shit. I'm on the clear blue destroying shit mission. Look. I blame you motherfuckers, right? Y'all done ruined my life. Because I tried Monopoly a couple of times for about 32 seconds. I ain't like it. I wasn't fucking with it. Kept on hearing y'all motherfuckers talking about it and shit. All right, let me give this shit another try. Now I've been on that shit every day nonstop. Like every time I get a chance, I'm on that shit. Y'all,
ain't nothing wrong with it.
Y'all done fucked up my life. No, it is something wrong with it. That's what I'm trying to get through. There's something wrong with it. I don't like it. And yup.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we at that point, man. Let's get into this motherfucking topics and these discussions, man. Let's talk about it. The first thing we're going to talk about today, man, the first topic, the first category of our discussion for tonight's episode, we're going to talk about a few things about parenting. We got a couple questions that's related to parenting, and we're going to talk about it. And we just gonna share our opinions and our thoughts like we always does, and we gonna see if we can come to a common ground. All right, y'all. So we're talking about parenting right now. These next 2 questions are strictly about parenting. So let's get into it. All right, y'all. How often should parents do phone checks on their kids' phones? And when does phone checks stop? If you are a parent that you got younger kids and you gave them phones at a younger age, and you know, as you monitoring what they going to, they search engines and who they talking to and how they talking, like how often should you do that? And then if you are a parent that does that, when do you stop doing that to your child? At what age? Is there an age, or is you just looking for a certain level of maturity?
Now, me personally, I feel from the time...
Shout out Big Stepper. Thank you for tapping in.
From the time a child gets a phone until they no longer live in the parent's house, that's when the phone stopped getting checked. Or
shout out Danielle. Thank you for tapping in.
Or at least until the child paying their own bill. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want me going through your own bill, I mean, if you don't want me going through your phone, pay your own bill. But now, I say,
shout out Yvonne. Thank you for tapping in. All our new viewers that's just tapped in, man, please hit the share button on the stream, as well as hit the like, hit a heart, hit a reaction on the stream for us one time for the one time.
Right. Big Stepper, thank you, Miss Danielle. Thank you.
B, I see you out there.
What up, girl? Thanks for tuning in. Belinda, what up, girl? Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, like I said, this shit, I'm checking that shit on a weekly basis until they hit 15. When they hit 15, it'll probably be like bi-weekly or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them looking at me as a warden, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's invading their space, so they got to find even more secret ways to hide certain shit.
Now that statement I agree with wholeheartedly.
So I want them to be able to come to me and talk to me about whatever's going on that they feel like they need to hide. So I'm not going to put the pressure on them like, all right, you know it's Friday. Let me see that phone. Give it here. What you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Shantae. Thank you for tapping in.
And so that's how I would play that situation.
All right, well, we got...
They should get checked until I'm no longer paying the bill.
All right, we got the Big Step. He stepped out there and said often, but then he said, I believe 17. Danielle say 8th grade, so she say 13. Bree say every day, and it stops at the age of 17. She said every day, though, and it stops at 17. Yvonne say, I'm paying the bill, so I'm checking. V say until 18. Yvonne say, damn, I did it all the way till my oldest daughter was 17. Danielle say, I don't check because I believe in privacy. Nothing in my phone, but I don't want no one in it. My baby is 15. I don't check no more, but a part of me scared to check. I can dig that. Shout out to Tony. Thank you for tapping in. She say, I'm so glad I am not raising kids through this social media era. I give y'all so much support. We appreciate it, though.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You know, my oldest 14. My youngest 9. All my kids have phones, and periodically, you know what I'm saying, they mom does phone checks on their shit. You know what I'm saying, though? So that's kind of why that question was kind of coming from a personal place for me, because it's like that is something that we are instilling with our kids, because this is their first go around all having phones. You know what I'm saying? So that is something that we have adapted with our children. So I was just wondering how other parents that's been doing this before I'm doing it, you know, it's because obviously a lot of y'all got older children. So y'all been doing this phase before I was doing this phase. So this is kind of a little bit for me to get a little sense of how often should this shit be happening? And if you are a parent that does this type of thing, how long should you do that, with the exception of give your kid that level of responsibility to be able to do the right shit without being looked over all the time? That trust level that you're trying to build with your child, so they can feel like they can trust you, and you feel like you can trust them to not be sneaky around you. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So I just understand that by being that type of parent that's always hounding and always being up on your child like that, that can push your child to be more sneaky. And like you say, try to be more elusive with the things that they do for you not to know. So I obviously don't want to press that issue to make my kids feel like they need to be more sneaky and hiding things because they know their parents going to come looking at shit. So that's why I was wondering about why this question came up.
Right. See, I know, like me, I try to find a common ground. You know what I'm saying? To like make my kids like easy to talk to about like what's going on. That way, like, you know what I'm saying, that like they can come and talk to me like what's in like shit. I talk shit about you all the time to Melody. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, like I be trying to get her to tell me about her little friends and shit like that. And I be like, shit, you know my best friend a fucking idiot. You know, he do weird shit all the fucking time. The other day I had to argue with his stupid ass about such and such and such. And then she's like, for real? Oh, I was just arguing with yada 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 about yada 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 yada. You feel me? So it's like I feel like you got to find a common ground and, like, you know what I'm saying, talk to them on their level. Don't talk at them. You got to talk to them on their level. You know what I'm saying? And then they start opening up. They start becoming a little cool and shit. And then, like, when you like, once you get that connection, then you get a real understanding of who your child is. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I feel you can start breaking through that chain of what's going on in your phone and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
That's right, Bree. Bree say never know who your child is talking to on social media, and there's too many predators out here. That's facts. That's why I personally believe that doing a phone check is necessary. Now, how often and how long is up in the air. It's for the person to figure that out. But I think the act of doing that in this age, in this day that we live in, I feel like that's very important to do. That is something that we cannot overlook and think that, oh, well, our child will never do that. Listen, man. Listen. Shit happens. Now, I know a lot of us grew up in the era where we was on motherfucking party lines with our phones, doing all types of shit that we know good and goddamn well we wasn't supposed to do it, but we found the way to be as sneaky as the fuck possible because, listen, a lot of us never got caught. And our parents probably didn't know that we was doing such things until y'all had those type of conversations as adults and told them that was something that, you missed that one, Mom. Yeah, I was doing that. You missed that one. You know what I'm saying? So by knowing that your kid's going to be sneaky, it's going to be shit that they're going to learn to do to make you not know. It's going to be that. I feel like it's necessary for us parents to be in their ass a little bit, especially when it comes down to social media.
See, my mom, she wasn't tripping about us being on the party line. It's just when the bitches be leaving, she'd be like, that was one of them party line bitches, wasn't it? Be like, yeah, how can you tell? Because she looked like a party line bitch. And it's like, damn, mama, you rude. Yeah.
Right. Oh man, hey man, shout out to my generation, man. I don't drink to that shit, man. Shout out to my generation, man.
But now you know what though, and I'll be like, yeah, we gotta watch these kids with the whole social media era and all that shit. But we gotta remember that our generation grew up on MTV and BET on Cut and looking at porn through the scrambled channels and shit. Our generation was fucked up as well. So can we really judge social media era in that light? Because our generation was a little
kinda. Before we go into the next one, kinda, bro, because like what we was doing, like we had to go find that shit. Like, yeah, okay, we probably knew the channels by heart to go find the blurry porn, but we weren't supposed to have access to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we found ways to have access and do this shit. It wasn't just like we can go to, like right now, a motherfucker could be on Facebook and go to Facebook and somebody done posted some freaky shit. Soon as you click on Facebook, you can go straight to the first thing. It'll be some titties or something. Like, we didn't have that. Like, we actually had to go find our parents' DVDs hidden somewhere. Find the dirty magazines hidden somewhere. We had to squint and get close to the motherfucking blurry porn channel to try to see.
Hold on. Rewind. All right. I don't know how old you are. But
I'm old, motherfucker. I'm older.
My parents ain't have DVDs. They have VHSs and Playboy magazine and Hustler. Man, they have magazines and VHSs. When a DVD ain't come out until
when we had VHSs. When VHSs was the way to watch movies, the only way I was sneaking to watch the flicks was the blurry channel, because it wasn't no way to hurry up and flick the channel. Like, you come in, motherfucker gonna be able to tell that DVD player, I mean that VCR on. I don't give a fuck if you last on the remote and go back to the last channel looking ass. Motherfucker can tell that VCR on what you watching on that VCR.
Hey,
it just was too close to get inspected with watching a DVD. I mean, a CD. I mean, sorry, a VHS flick. You know what I'm saying? It was just too risky for me.
Nigga, that's why you had to be close up to the TV like the little white girl off the Poltergeist movie. That way, as soon as you hear a footstep, God, eject.
That's what that little white girl on the Poltergeist movie was doing anyway. She was trying to watch that blurry ass porn through all that fuzz and got her ass snatched up in the TV. That's what happened.
Hey, Big Stepper, look at here. Shit, I had
one for sure. Big Stepper. I had one for sure.
Nigga, I had the Playboy, not the one with Marilyn Monroe originally came out, but the anniversary one where they brought her back out. And my Playboy was kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I had Hustler. Shit, I didn't have some good magazines now. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, shit. Bree say for me, it was HBO and Cinemax. All right, look, hold on. We going too far left. You feel me? We talking about the kids. This episode.
But we get it though.
Everybody start talking about their porn collections and shit. No, this episode is about the kids.
But that's what it is though. We just understand that type of sneaky shit is going to be impossible to not happen. Like, that's what I'm saying. Don't think that it's impossible that your kids going to get it. It's possible that they can be as sneaky as you was, man. It's always ways to this shit. That's why it's important for us to stay on their ass.
Oh, yeah. And we got a thing, Iban. No, it is not weird that you was never on the party line. Matter of fact, I applaud you for not being on the party line. And shit. Personally, if you was somebody that was on a party line where I came from, that means that that means your self-esteem should have been here, but it was really right here. And then not only that, but it's like our expectations of the looks is up here, but then kind of find out they all the way down here, but we like fuck it because we're gonna run her anyway. So it's like, So personally, it's a very good thing, and I applaud you for not being on the party line. Nothing nice ever came off the party line. Yeah, shit. I think the party line had passed out more STDs than Magic Johnson.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, you know what time of the show it is, ladies and gentlemen, man. fire in the hole. If you got it, blaze it. If you don't, that's cool. Catch this contact high. It all worked the same, man. Fire in the hole, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's move on to this next one, y'all. We still in parenting. Our next topic in parenting, man. Let's get into it. All right, now, should spanking your child be acceptable? If so, how do you draw the line between discipline and abuse? How do you draw the line? Because I know for sure when I was growing up, that motherfucking line was blurry as hell to my pops. He couldn't see that motherfucker.
Yeah, buddy.
Because the level of some of my ass whoopings I got back in the day, today, niggas getting locked up for that shit.
Boy,
CPS is at your motherfucking house for sure.
Nigga, my mama husband used to beat our ass, beat her ass, and then go back to beating our ass, whether it was his hands, fists, extension cord, hanger. Nigga, if he found it, he touched us with it. This shit. Nigga, I am not the one for this combo because I do not believe in it. And why is that, Tony? Please express why you do not believe in spanking your children. No,
Tony, I'm sorry.
Tony, you the perfect person for it. Because you honestly somebody that I was looking for when I wrote this, when I came out with this question. Because I'm honestly at a state in life right now where the old me is like, yeah, kids need spankings. But then the father side of me is like, I would never spank my kids at this point in age. You know what I'm saying? So I actually need your opinion on why you don't whoop your kids or why you shouldn't whoop your kids.
I haven't whooped my kids in many years. In the beginning of my children's life growing up, yeah, I'd have tapped that ass a couple times. But for the most part, throughout the years, last couple years, 5, 6 years, or whatever the case may be, I have not whooped my children. And it's been plenty of days, plenty of times where I'd have said, man, I'm about to whoop this motherfucking nigga ass. But, you know, I obviously don't do the shit. Only reason why I don't whoop my kids the way or as much as I got my whoopings is because I remember those nights. Still, I remember the nights when I would go to sleep after a whooping or after whatever, getting in trouble. And I know how much I felt like I hated that motherfucker. I knew how it emotionally made me feel a lot of times towards my father after I got my whoopings and shit. And now that I'm a father, I don't want my kids to ever have those moments to feel like I felt in those moments. I don't want to give that energy to them. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I just really don't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how I felt. And I felt like maybe if my father knew how I felt a lot of times those nights, maybe he'd have eased up. But yeah, I don't want my kids to ever have those type of feelings at me at night, going to sleep with that shit on their head and things like that. So that's the real reason, the main reason why I stay away from doing that. I'd rather use my words than get physical.
Absolutely. And I fully understand it. Like, I remember them nights, like, waking up in the middle of the night, staring at the doorway, wondering if my mom's husband gonna come in there and whoop a nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? And or wondering, you know what I'm saying, like how bad is this one gonna be? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like motherfucker unfortunately know them thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't want my kids going through that type of shit. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I could pop my kids a few times. But then right after I realized that I'm the one that's feeling bad for it. You know what I'm saying? I double back and come here, give me a hug. I'm sorry. Yada 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 yada. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's like I feel like there's no need for me to spank or pop them or none of that shit. There's nothing that hitting them gonna get through that words and explanations won't. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out Myron, big bro. He on there talking about y'all ain't getting no whoopings. Shit. Bro, you left us. You left us at 12. You moved out at like 12. You moved out a young nigga. You and my other brother, you and Andre, like 10 years older than me. So when y'all niggas left, I was like 4, 5. And y'all never moved back in. Well, I got hella whoopings. What you talking about? I even got a whooping at the school. Popston came up to the school, pulled me out of class, took me to the bathroom and tore skin off my ass. I can name so many stories where I done got my ass whooped. Right. Boy, shit. Now y'all probably didn't get y'all ass whooped. But yeah, nigga, my ass definitely got whooped. I still got lifelong scars to prove the shit. Prove the ass whoopers. That's why I say some of my ass whoopers, boy, today's age, you motherfuckers going to jail. Kids gonna be living with a new family.
Man, look at here. Like I say, we didn't, man. Boy, look. Hey, I remember one time my cousin fucked me up, put the Foo Fops on me. I was like 14, 15. I got my little cousin told on me I was smoking at the school and shit. It was on a Saturday. Me and the homie at the school hanging out, smoking. Next thing you know, big cuzzo. Bing, 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 bing. I swear I was plotting on stabbing his ass in his sleep when nobody was watching and shit. But nigga, hitting kids could have some dramatic effects sometimes. That's probably shit, y'all. You gotta watch hitting them kids sometimes. Now, something I want to touch on though, because there was a comment up here where B say she believe in spare the rod, spoil the child, so forth, so forth. And I know that saying because that saying is out of the Bible. But now they say spare the rod, spoil the child. But now, what about all the adults that grown up, fucked up, killing folks, serial killers, serial this, all fucked up because they spent a lifetime of getting whoopings. You know what I'm saying? Getting hit for what their parents believed was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't spare the rod. It ended up spoiling the child.
I hear the hell out of that, Tony.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like we gotta really, if we as a society going to agree on spanking a child, we really need to find the line of, okay, this is what's appropriate. Because another problem that comes with it is you spanking a child for what you believe is wrong. Just because you believe it's wrong doesn't necessarily make it wrong. And now you just hitting your child for any motherfucking thing. Now the child getting hit for any and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, should we really find a way besides spanking and hitting? Because going over that, anything could be a reason to spank a child.
I feel like that shit should be a last resort, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be your go-to move. And then it's still limits to the shit. Like, doing physical harm to a kid, when you're trying to call yourself disciplining them, that's abuse. I don't give a fuck if it's an accident or a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
It falls under that, period. You know what I'm saying? But if your discipline is on the borderline, maybe a little more, but borderline in chastising your child, then
Tony, I'm coming back to you. Tony, I'm coming back to you in your comment.
You got to be able to draw the line, man. You got to be able to draw the line. If you can't control yourself to be able to draw the line and be like, all right, it's enough. I don't got to go too much. I ain't got to go too far, or I shouldn't go too far. If you can't draw the line on that, then it might be some questions that need to be asked. But it shouldn't be your go-to move. You should be able to talk to the motherfucker. And like I say, if you feel like that ain't getting across, then maybe you gotta, you know what I'm saying, do a level of discipline. But like I said, it shouldn't be your number one thing. Like, oh yeah, first soon some shit happened. Let's go. You about to get your ass whooped. Let me tell you about this shit first. Let me try to talk to you, and maybe you don't quite understand what the fuck you doing or did all the way fully. Maybe you need to be redirected. In my field that I work in, we call shit like that redirecting. Maybe you need to try to redirect this motherfucker a little bit and see if their behavior change. And then if their behavior don't change, then maybe you may have to go to the next level of something to do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I wouldn't say you shouldn't whoop your child, because every child is different. Some kids need their ass whooped, but it's still a line that's right there that once you exceed it, it's abuse. I don't give a fuck what your intentions were. You abusing this motherfucker now.
But see, but now here's my thing, right? Is I feel you wrong on that last statement that you said when you say some children need their ass whooped. Right? Yeah. I don't think that child needs their ass whooped. The parent need their ass whooped for allowing that child to get so far. Because when a child gets to the point where an adult look at that child like they need their ass whooped, it's because that parent has allowed such behavior to escape so many times for so long that child believe that it's the norm. Don't know child.
I can get behind that.
Don't know child just come into this world fucked up. They pick up habits and they pick up behaviors, and then if the parent don't check them behaviors at the beginning, they grow larger. So it's on the parent to check that at the beginning, and you don't necessarily have to check them that behavior at the beginning with violence. It's all when you speak to them and talk to them and let them know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
That's how you put a stop to it. So it's not necessarily that a child need their ass whooped, because don't no child need their ass whooped, because that abuse, that hit, that spanking, that's more than just a physical punishment. That's a physical and a mental punishment, because now that child is going to grow up, and it's hard to say, and some people may say I'm stretching it, but it kind of gives them a slave mentality where it's registers to them as, if I don't do as I am told, I'm going to get beat. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be beat. Don't nobody want to be harmed, but yet you forcing that child into that type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? Should no child be scared of getting hit? You know what I'm saying? Because that shouldn't be in the situation. So that's how I feel about that.
No, I agree with you, man. It's a thin line. Like I say, I understand the people. I understand all that shit. That's why I say it's a thin line, because, I mean, I don't know, man. That shit crazy, because I feel like I got my ass whooped for sure. But a part of me always tell myself, like, that shit molded me to be this person that I am. You know what I'm saying? Because of how y'all say, like how y'all use the example of most of the people that do fucked up shit when they get older, they come from that type of lifestyle. But like I saw V make a point to that. She said, but like those kids be more like abused. They be more on they was getting abused end of, you were just getting you some whoopings every time you was fucking up. Like those kids was just, they parents were just fucking them up, cigarette button, putting out, like abusing their ass, doing weird shit to them. when they ain't even had to do nothing wrong to be getting this shit done to them. But I feel like for me, when I was doing the shit that I was doing, acting the way I was acting, when I was getting my whoopings for the reasons I was getting my whoopings, I feel like that shit ultimately helped me. That's why I feel like maybe for some kids, you ain't got to abuse them. No kid deserves to be abused. I agree. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I say, it's a thin line, man. You just got to go. Once you go too far, rather what your intentions were, you get, you know what I'm saying? You got to be held accountable for that shit. But I don't know. It's tough because, like I say, I wouldn't say I don't look at a parent that whoop their kids and be like, oh, you a fucked up parent. I don't look at it that way. I think when I look at a parent that can't control their kid for no reason, you can't even grab his little ass up and carry his ass out of here because he acting crazy. You can't even do that much. That's more of a fucked up parent to me. Because my one rule in life, even when I work, because I work with the mentally and physically disabled, and I know what I'm saying. So my one rule in life, I will not let you embarrass me at no point in time. Like everything is cool, everything is dandy, but once you get to the point to your actions is starting to be embarrassing for me, this shit over with. I gotta take you away from all of this. We gotta get away from this. So if at the very least you can't do that, I feel like that's worse off for that child than you establishing your dominance on their ass when need be. But that's why I say I don't really, however you want to pull it, it's cool with me. I don't shame either side. You know what I'm saying? However you want to pull it. If you want to be, that's cool. Cause that's your parenting. And if you want to whoop your child, you know what I'm saying? Grab their ass up and make them understand that this ain't what you about to do. Old school style, that's cool too. Cause whatever's gonna be your consequences ain't gonna be mine. So I'm not even gonna worry about it either way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not gonna shame either way. Cause I know some people that ain't never got whoopings and turned out to be good people. I know motherfuckers that ain't never got whoopings and they are assholes. And vice versa with the other way. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, I ain't whooped my kids in so long. Like I got 14. My oldest is 14. My youngest is 9. I ain't whooped my kids in about 6 years. The last whooping I gave out was probably like 6 years ago.
Look, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Look,
that shit was probably soft.
Look, I promise you, right? First off, let me say, Flip, what up? Wow, welcome in. Been here for a minute now, but you've been talking and I'm talking, people talking. But Flip, what up? Wow. But it's like I said, during my childhood, I done got more whoopings than I could count. I done got so many whoopings, it's shit ridiculous, beatings. But I could honestly tell you, I don't know what none of them was for. None of them.
See that? Yeah. That's abuse. That's abuse.
Because look, we grew up stealing, shooting, guns, selling drugs, gang banging. All of us then went to prison. All of you know what I'm saying? Like, luckily, you know what I'm saying, I'm not into that type of shit no more. And I didn't grow up, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have my kids. I didn't chilled out. I'm on my toes. I'm just trying to grind and protect mine. You know what I'm saying? But that back then, it's like you did everything. But for some reason, a motherfucker didn't got a million beatings. And I don't know for what. 1 second, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's abuse, homie. That's abuse, homie. When you getting touched up and you don't even know what you did, that's just a motherfucker feeling like fighting and chose you to be the victim. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a thin line, man. I mean, it ain't really that thin, you know what I'm saying? You should know when you're going too far, when you're doing too much. But
Shout out to my boy Izzy, man.
Shout out Izzy.
That's my dog.
Jarvis in the building one time for the one time, man. My man say he can't say whooping without getting flagged. That's crazy. Facebook on that weird shit. He violated Facebook standards, they say.
Damn, how? What you do? That fast?
All he put in the comments was fuck, whoop him.
Damn.
Come on, Tom, man.
Hey, I'm glad we ain't talking about that movie, where the nigga rapping on it. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Hustle and flow. Good thing we ain't talking about fucking hustle and flow.
Yeah, man.
Shit. God damn.
All right, we moving on. Gizzle, carry us to the next topic, the next subject, man. Thank y'all for tapping in, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Conversation room appreciate it. Everybody that's in the comments, everybody that's out there viewing, even if you ain't jumping in the comments, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all very much. And if you are in here and you haven't shared this shit up, I wonder what you waiting on, man. So hit that share button for y'all guys one time for the one time and tell a friend to tap in.
Right. So what we're going to do now is we got to go. Well, actually, you know what? Before we do that, no, we're not. We got to go to Flip comment. Flip had a comment, but it's on YouTube, so everybody don't get to see it and stuff. But Flip, he said, you don't need to put your hands on a child because it doesn't do anything. You cannot beat the sense into a child, but you could knock it out of them. Absolutely.
Very well said.
I perfectly agree with you. I absolutely agree with that.
That's why that beating shit, that's abuse.
Right.
When you start beating and
we about to go ahead
and
jump into child safety. Now, the first one I want to ask y'all is, at what age should be taught about racism and how to identify racist behavior? All right, now. So this is not just a black thing. This is a brown thing, Asian. This is even a white thing. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't, you know what I'm saying, they want to get that across the board so that we don't have the ABC, HIT people come at us and shit, talking about we being racist and shit. But for real, at what age should children be taught about racism and how to identify racist behavior? Because it doesn't just come from mean-looking people anymore. It don't just come from the rich anymore. It's coming from the police. It's coming from the doctors. It's coming from the judges. So, what's y'all opinion on it?
Man, this is my opinion. When you teaching your child something, I think it's going to vary. I think it's a type of thing to where when you as a parent know that your child has a level of understanding to where you could tell them these things and they will understand what you're talking about. You can show them these things and they will understand what you're talking about. A lot of kids develop differently. So I can't really say an age. I feel like it's hard to really say an age. A likable age, I would like to say if you could have a likable age set, I would like to say 5 years old. I would like to say 5 years old, you could start, because 5 years old, a kid can verbally express themselves at 5 years old. They should be able to tell you things and understand things that you are telling them. Mm-hmm. So around 5 years old, if you want to set an age, but I feel like that's a thing to where it's like you have, as a parent, has to know when your child has a level of understanding to where when you sit them down and talk to them about this, they not looking in the sky wondering like, what the hell is you talking about? They have a level of understanding and you can get through that. That's how I feel about that.
Right. I feel
because I think it should be taught as early as possible. You know what I'm saying? As early as you possibly can. So if you got a child that can understand these type of things before the age of 5, I feel like you should tell them. Because now there's no age limit on when you experience racism. You can be a little child and experience racism being with your parents.
I'm sorry. Did somebody just open the door over there on your side?
Yeah.
All right, okay. I'm making sure I ain't tripping. Good nigga, hey, I was about to leave, bro. I was about to leave. I was about to say, I know I'm in the studio by myself right now. You feel me? I thought I heard the door close, boy. Like, well, yeah, let me get on about this motherfucker. Hey, but no, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was done.
Oh, okay. No, like me, I feel like
Juan, thank you for tapping in, my brother. Hit that share button for your guys one time for the one time and tell a friend to tap in.
See, I agree with you, right? I agree with you that you do know what I'm saying, that it do need to start at a time of when you see that they really like understand what's going on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They really got a sense of comprehension and could hold grasp shit. You know what I'm saying? And I also agree with Tony. You know what I'm saying? She say when shit happens, that's when they talk about it. You feel me? Some things don't need to be talked and teached at that exact moment. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to start teaching them that all police are evil because all police ain't evil. You know what I'm saying? So I think you need to teach them like the rights or wrongs. You know what I'm saying? As far as like how to approach them and don't talk back and shit like that. And just totally be silent because really you ain't got to tell the police absolutely nothing and just got to give them your identification or tell them who you are and leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Because the police ain't the judge or jury, and they tell you during when you reading your rights that you got the right to remain silent. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what you do. You know what I'm saying? You teach your kids, you stay silent, put your hands up in plain sight, and whoop whoop. But now, I think we need to like I don't know if it's going too deep into it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like say like. Even like taking the kids, like taking the little black kids' culture, like is it too extreme to teach them about slavery and stuff? Because like reality, that's their history, and that's one of the biggest problems amongst African Americans and amongst black people is that we don't embrace our history at all. You know what I'm saying? We try everything in our power to forget about it when really we need to be grasping and holding on to it because reality is where our roots are at. You know what I'm saying? We need to look at that and then look deeper at who we really are and pick up on our true religions and our true beliefs because right now we don't believe in our own beliefs. Black people do not believe in our own beliefs, and I ain't trying to get all pro-black and shit like that, but reality-wise, we didn't held on to our captors' beliefs and let go of ours, whether they was beat out of us or we just forgot about it, whatever the fact. But we, you know what I'm saying? We need to figure that out. But is that being racist to teach our kids our history in that type of knowledge? And do we just keep them at the pace that they had and just look at it like, well, that happened back then, so it don't matter no more? Or do we teach them that stuff? You know what I'm saying? Is that being racist or not? I don't think it's being racist. Personally, I feel like you should teach your kids all of that stuff. Let them know what was stolen from us and how we was stolen and the art that was stolen and the history that was stolen. And you know what I'm saying? But some would say, you're being racist.
If y'all stick around at the end of the show, I might give y'all this cold ass theory that actually came to me in a dream. And the more because it's a deep man. Listen, and I don't know, but the shit that you saying, that's 100, y'all need to listen to him, man. Look, the dream told me, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all, stick around at the end of the show, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, that's some real shit. Hey, and you know what? It's just so much shit. The last shit you said on the other episode a while back, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Look, I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Shit different.
But look, Tony. But see, look, that's the thing is that we actually knew a whole lot about our culture. It's just that they made the people who was trying to tell us about our culture look so bad that we drew away from them. You know what I'm saying? But we knew a whole lot about our culture. You know what I'm saying? Shit, our culture and it's right in front of our faces every day when you pick up a dollar bill. It's every day when you look at the White House. It's every day when you look at the Lincoln Memorial. You know what I'm saying? Or the Washington Memorial. You know what I'm saying? Our culture is right in our face every day in plain sight, but we ignore it because it's been painted as either not ours or something that's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? But no, we knew a lot. To answer your question.
Shit, man.
All right, so
I think we should teach the children, though, man. That's me. Teach them.
Right. All right, let me get Flip comments out there because he about to lay it on down. But he say, just let them learn their history and make their decisions for themselves. We all don't believe in the same thing. And then he say, my brother, my back hurts and I have to go to bed. I'll catch up with you guys on the next show. Much love. All right, now, Flip, you have a good one, man. If y'all don't know, Flip, the third host of the show, man. He hold down the YouTube world and shit, you know what I'm saying? But you have a good night, brother. Hope your back feel better.
Yes, sir.
All right. But yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say about it. So me, I feel like you should start teaching them 5, 6 years old, at least about who they really are. You know what I'm saying? At least about who they people were, where they come from. At least. You ain't got to teach them about all the bad shit about the KKK and about the conspiracies and all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? But at least let them know that your bloodline is traced to the original people, to the kings and queens. They used to rule the lands and shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit. You know, stuff like that.
I dig it. I dig it, man. I dig that, man. I agree with you.
All right, so let's jump on to the next one here. Because I know everybody love guns, or at least should love guns. I like guns. But what's a good time to start teaching your children about gun safety? Me, I'm going to tell you off top. I believe day one. Day one. Teach your kids how to shoot a Uzi. If they could walk, they could shoot. Shit. Fuck it. As long as you teach them where the safety and shit at and who to shoot. Now I'm just joking. I feel like it go back to the whole situation with the understanding and they learning capacity, you know what I'm saying? If they could really hold on to what you showing them and what you teaching them. And then if they responsible enough, because just because they learning that shit don't mean that they responsible enough and don't mean they not gonna go out and show their friends their gun and look how good I could shoot and all this extra shit. So it depends, you know what I'm saying, on your child's maturity and they learning capabilities. Shit, to me,
I think it's important to teach your children about gun safety as soon as possible, especially if you have a weapon in your own home. Because I recently heard a guy make a good point. He say, "What's the point of having a weapon for it to protect your home if you got it locked in your safe. You know what I'm saying? Like you may not make it to that safe.
Exactly.
By the time the people that's in there to do what they need to do. And I don't have a safe. But when I heard that, I'm like, damn, that makes a lot of sense. Because if you got that motherfucker for protection and you can't if it can't protect you if it ain't in easy access. If it ain't there for you, how the fuck can it protect you? So that's what came up. That's what came about with this. So it's like, I feel like shit. Hell yeah, your kids at least need to know how to behave with a gun, knowing that there is a gun in home. That's the first step. Before you worry about teaching them how to shoot it and them to know how to use a weapon, they need to understand the safety of with there being a weapon in the house. Because again, if you have that weapon for protection, then it really shouldn't be locked up.
Right.
And if you're if you're going to have a weapon not locked up in your home, it is very important to make sure you teach your children about gun safety. Highly important. They don't need to know where your weapon is, where that motherfucker, where you put it. They don't need to know that. Or where you have it sitting. But if you have it sitting out, they must understand, they must know. That's very important.
See, and Tony say, with all the craziness in the world, we need to visit the range often and take kids with you. It was 13 for our kids, and absolutely, I fully agree with you. Like, everybody need to hit that gun range a lot, especially women. I feel all women need to know how to shoot and shoot accurately, being that they most likely to attempt to be a victim at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? Somebody always a predator after a woman, so they really need to learn how to protect themselves. But yeah, as far as the kids, yeah, do it as soon as possible. Me, I was early with guns because, like, my pops, he loved guns. My mom loved guns. My brothers loved guns. Guns was always shit. I probably had a gun in my cradle. Shit, who knows? Shit, they was always part of the situation. So, me personally, it's like, especially like if I have one gun, I'm most likely going to have two. If I got two, I'm most likely going to have four. I'm trying to have guns all the way around the house if possible. Because you never know what's going to happen and where it's going to pop off at. I don't want to be in the bathroom and somebody kick in the front door and I can't do nothing. Shit. I want to shoot the shit out of them while taking the shit if need be. Oh, my God. Oh, it's scary.
That shit sound like a motherfucking, it's a motherfucking attack. You better, is somebody, you better look out the window, make sure ain't no motherfucking alien attack happening.
Boy, look at here. You know Roswell right around the corner from this motherfucker too.
Nigga sound like the whole side of the house blew up.
Hamburger. Boy, I swear, boy, I see that flash and then next thing you know. Shit, damn. I need another cigar. My blood pressure up. Shit.
Tony say I do gun auctions and they buy, and once a month and they buying up everything fast.
Right. She say they. Right. Hey, I caught that thing. Yeah. I bet the fuck they are. Shit. And that's what the fuck we need to do.
Look at this. Yes.
That's what motherfucking we need to motherfucking do is start purchasing motherfuckers our goddamn selves. Shit, vests, bullets. If we could get it, we need to get it.
C4, fuck it.
Right. See, and that's why they were so afraid of the Black Panthers. You feel me? Because not only did Black Panthers carry their guns, but they knew the laws behind the guns. And they taught the community about the laws on carrying guns. And they taught the children, you feel me, when and how to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they feared the Black Panthers to shut them down. You feel me? But that's what we really need to get back to is really getting, because, it's getting crazy.
Going to war with the aliens.
When you can't even go to the goddamn grocery store because if there's a weird ass teenager that's out to do some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Nigga, let me get my eggs and bacon in peace.
Hey, y'all watched Independence Day? The first one?
Yeah.
That motherfucker was dope. That's one of my favorite movies.
Same here.
Yeah.
Man, I'm scared.
Oh my God. Hey man, let's keep this motherfucking thing rolling. Let's jump into the next and last category for the nice episode, man. Y'all know we had to do it. Y'all know we couldn't resist ourselves. But we gonna talk some shit. And y'all know what it's about. It's about relationships, man.
Ooh.
We got 2 questions. We just gonna ask. And we got, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna talk some shit and see what's going on.
Man, I don't want to talk about relationships.
All right. Here we go, man. First topic up. During the dating stage, is it too early to set standards for each other?
I say no. That's actually the perfect time to set standards. It's during the dating stage. Because you don't want to get through the whole dating scene and thinking that a person is this way. And then when you get comfortable and like, okay, let's get into a relationship. All right, let's get into a relationship. But by the way, I don't allow this, I don't allow that, and everything else is all right. Like, nah, fuck that. You should have told me this at the beginning. Shit. Yeah. If you wanted me to put tissue back on the roll when I'm done, you should have told me during the dating phase when I took boo-boo number 3 and I used all the tissue. But you let me play with it. So now throughout the whole relationship, you changing the tissue roll.
So although you dating, there's no commitment where you dating. You still saying that is when you should take the time out to tell a person what type of standards you looking for in a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You know?
Oh no, man. I let them know off. On the first date, I let them know that I need my head rubbed. Not sexually, I mean my actual head. I need my head rubbed. I require those. I require head rubs. And yeah, that's really pretty much all my standards.
You probably would alleviate a lot of bullshit, Tony. If you bring that to the table when you getting to know a person, like, all right, not only should you, like, if you letting the person get to know you, I think letting them know what your standards are is part of letting them get to know you. So if y'all hanging out and y'all dating, going to bars, meeting up, doing whatever y'all doing while y'all in the dating scene, relationship talk should come out of that. If you dating a person to ultimately try to get see if you want to be in a relationship with that person, when y'all hanging out and y'all getting to know each other, relationship type conversations should come up. should have that. What do you like in a relationship? How do you like your woman in a relationship? How do you like your man in a relationship? What is this? What is that? What those type of questions should be coming up while y'all dating anyway. And that's a way for you to tell them your standards right there in the dating scene before y'all make a commitment, before y'all are tied down with each other.
See, I like to tell a motherfucker that I'm not picky during the beginning and the dating scene. And then when we get in a relationship, it's like, damn, this nigga picky as fuck. Nigga, what do you want to eat, nigga? What do you want to eat? I'm like, damn, whatever. No, nigga, don't tell me whatever. I know you don't want that whatever. What do you want? All right. You feel me? I make it complicated. You feel me? I like, you know what I'm saying? I like to switch it up on them. Make them, keep them sharp on their toes and shit. You feel me?
Tony said, but who was really dating with intentions? I don't know, man. I ain't had a date. Nah, I've been dating the same person for a long ass time. So I really don't know about the dating scene, man. So, but I do look at a lot. I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of podcasts with this group of men, a group of women, and I listen to them talk. And apparently the women are dating. But the reason why it's such a still an imbalance of single people like that is because they just can't find the right person. All men be on bullshit. Apparently, from all the guys that these women keep dating. So that's a thing that play a part. I guess I don't know, but that's what the vibe I've been picking up from a lot of these different podcasts where it be groups of men and groups of women, and they be talking about this particular thing, the dating scene and things like that. That's pretty much the reason. And the man is arguing that there are good men, and we just looking for women that's X this and this and blah blah blah. And it's like one of those things.
You want to know why dating and relationships ain't working out the way they should anymore?
Talk to them.
It's because most people basing their shit off of what they didn't read off of social media or what they didn't seen on this and that, and got an ideal of this type of bullshit, not realizing that, guess what? At the end of the day, your partner breath gonna stink, they gonna fart in the sheets, and they not gonna want to cook every motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not gonna be peaches and creams. You cannot sit there and demand your man to have a bag when guess what? We living in the goddamn economy where a nigga lose his job at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? We cannot sit there and expect our women to look like motherfucking Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B and shit. When guess what? That goddamn weave is $3,200 motherfucking dollars that bitch got on her head. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be realistic about this shit.
Oh, shit. That's funny as hell. You gotta be realistic about this shit.
Like, for real, man. Like, we need to stop looking at this shit off of the standards of social media, because at the end of the day, the motherfuckers that typing this shit up, it's not motherfucking. If they was happy, they wouldn't be on the motherfucking typing this bullshit.
Hey, Tony say her daughter says you can be seeing the same person for months and he'll say, we just kicking it. Here's my advice to that. If you been dating a motherfucker for months and y'all haven't had a relationship talk and y'all been dating for months, then that's on you. But if y'all had that talk and he's still using that line, you probably should go ahead on and do your thing.
Look,
because he obviously ain't looking for a relationship at that. If that's the case,
look, that motherfucker. No, you can't leave. You can't leave because he's saying you're kicking it. Because that's what the fuck y'all doing. He ain't lying to you. You feel me? Y'all kicking it. So
that's why I said if y'all ain't had that talk after months, if y'all ain't had that talk to find out where y'all direction at, then that's on you. But if y'all did and he's still saying y'all kicking it, then you know what it is.
Look, keep kicking it. Just take back all that extra shit that you will be doing. As if y'all was in a relationship or progressing towards a relationship.
That'll work too.
He want to be friends and shit and just kick it. Just kick it with his motherfucking ass. When he tell you come over, all right, go over there and play the motherfucking video game with his stupid ass. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And shit. Talk shit to him like he wanted your. Tell him some shit that you would tell only your homegirls since he say y'all just kicking it since y'all just friends. You know what I'm saying? This shit. Fuck him. And shit. Tell him about how some nigga was checking y'all and how you gonna go talk to this nigga because, hey, y'all just kicking it. Yeah, shit. Fuck him.
It's wild, though.
No ill will. No ill will. Y'all just kicking it. Shit. Give him what he want.
Give him what he want.
All right.
Give him the foot. Let's do it.
So let's see what we got going on here. All right, so when and how would you introduce your new partner to your children? Make them say,
Nah.
Now, before we start this, you little man.
Yes, sir.
Here.
What up?
With this question, you are banned from saying, I've been in a relationship for 36 years with the same person. All my kids. So I couldn't even answer this. Nope. We living in a hypothetical world where you a single motherfucker. You answering this question.
I think, okay. I think it would be that's tough. Because it could be unintentional. They might see her. But like when introduced, when I've been like, okay, hey, come here. That's probably been if and when, because it may not work out. But whenever we say we're gonna be serious with each other, if there comes a point to where we're going to be serious with each other and we about to say, okay, we in a relationship. You my girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend. I feel like when you make that commitment, it's important to now bring your kids, because obviously you should have had to talk that you have kids, and if she don't mind that, she should be willing and ready to, whenever the chance come, meet those kids. So once y'all continue dating and y'all come up with that agreement that y'all gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend, and y'all locked in for giving this relationship shit a run, I feel like you gotta have to take that leap and introduce your children to her or him. I think it works both ways with men and women, because it's like, you know how it can go in dating. You can date 5, 6. If you really dating to look for somebody to be with, you probably gonna get it wrong a lot of times before you find somebody to where you're like, all right, I'm gonna get this motherfucker a shot. So you don't want to give your children a picture of this nigga, that nigga, that nigga, that nigga, that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because you keep seeing all these different guys or women or whatever. So I think once you make that commitment to be in a relationship with somebody, then that's when you let them know, like, hey, whatever, this is Karen, this is whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then you do that and be like, you know what I'm saying, this is my girlfriend and blah, blah, blah. You explain that once y'all make that commitment. But before that, if they happen to see her, that's just a friend of mine.
I agree.
And I think that's how it should go.
See, like, as far as the win, I feel like it should be when you truly know that this the person that you're going to be with. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though shit may happen where y'all might break up and shit, but when in your mind you don't see nothing breaking y'all up, I feel like that should be the win. Like, okay, this the one right here. Now, as far as the how, it'd definitely have to be like a public situation. You know what I'm saying? No weird shit where I don't know, bump into him at the grocery store and it's like, hey, oh yeah, this is my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta be, or like, you gotta be some real shit. Some real shit. I don't know. Tony say, my husband was Coach Mike for a year. Once I saw my son liked him and I saw how he dealt with him, I told him, I like your coach. Do you think it would be cool to go out with him? And he said, cool. And we let it be known. Hey, see, that's dope. That's dope. That's cool. And shit. See, and it's funny because like my kids, they be sitting there talking about how their mama got a crush on this teacher at one of the girls' schools and shit. And I be like, look at you, little teacher snatcher. How you gonna be? So you one of them parents, huh? One of them parents that sit around and gawk over the teacher and shit all day.
Danielle say, how soon is too soon?
To me, I feel like it depends on the individual as far as time. Because like I say, I feel like it depends on your emotional and intellectual connection with that person. Don't just base it off of one. You need to have an emotional and an intellectual connection with a person. You know what I'm saying? Because your heart could lie to you and your brain could lie to you. Or they could tell you the truth but accidentally steer you in the wrong way. But if you got a connection on both levels with an individual, then there ain't no way you could go wrong when both of them is saying, all right, this is the thing to do. Tony say, you would know, girl. Period. Boop. Period. All right. She say kids can read a person better than us. That's true. That's true. Cause look, I was shocked. I was shocked as shit.
Hey, quick announcement though, real quick, because we almost at the end of the show, man. I almost forgot to announce this. I don't want to let this opportunity pass me by. But y'all boy birthday is on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your boy birthday is on Sunday. And I know it's gonna be my birthday is in between shows, so I want to get that out right now. You know what I'm saying?
How old you gonna be?
Well, you already know I'm boss dog.
How old I'm
gonna be a good 27. Talk about in there.
All right, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. Now remember, we all viewers for family here. You can't lie to the family. You cannot lie to the family. How old you gonna be?
No, I ain't tripping because I embrace this shit. I'm gonna be a smooth little 39 around this motherfucker, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a smooth little 39 out there.
Look, see this motherfucker still lying.
I'm hella gonna be 39. That's the truth.
You can look at this nigga bone structure and tell how old he is.
I'm hella gonna be 39 on Sunday.
This nigga 72 years old. Don't be lying to these motherfuckers, man.
Man, look.
This nigga
Just
72 goddamn years old. Look at this nigga, man.
Your boy birthday is this weekend, and the turn up gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? Just know that. I just wanted to get that out there, man. We can get back to our shit.
This nigga turning 102 years old, y'all. This motherfucking Medicaid expired 15 years ago, y'all. They said you outlived. They said you outlived the contract, y'all.
Don't be hating, nigga.
This nigga got a platinum membership to AARP, y'all.
I'm gonna get one too.
This nigga birth certificate made out of hand-picked cotton.
Ooh wee.
Blacked out on the ironing board, y'all.
Ooh wee.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
All right, man. We at the last part, man. We down here at the bottom, man. We just put this in here just to get y'all opinion and just to talk a little shit before we close. We got about 5 minutes before we close the show, man. Talk to us. This is the last situation, last topic we gonna talk about, man. Say what y'all gotta say. Talk y'all shit.
Keke Palmer.
Talk y'all shit.
Keke Palmer.
Tell us how y'all feel.
Palmer. All right, so if y'all don't know, Keke Palmer.
Is it dumb shit?
Usher almost had to palm her. Hey, look, check it. So, if y'all don't know, Keke Palmer, she was at the little Usher concert, you know what I'm saying, not too long ago. Booty cheeks hanging out that thiggity thing, right? And, yeah, she had the Usher sitting there, and then let it burn. You feel me? Usher let him know that he didn't. You know what I'm saying? You thought he was singing to the fans as many. You thought he was singing to the fans as many fans as he didn't told them. Hey, look, call my doctor. He ain't gonna let it burn. But that's another story. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. Hey, look, so. But yeah, so Keke Palmer, her baby daddy, her husband, you feel me, had something to say about it. He went out on Twitter and was like, "You a mother. What are you doing?"
Oh my God. That's funny. Why you gotta talk like that, man? That's funny.
That's how he was.
I agree with Tony though. It should have been that whatever he felt, however he felt, that shit should have been said at home. I ain't gonna say I disagree with his feelings.
Before or after she left?
Before.
Okay.
You gotta have that. If it's bothering you before, you can't not say nothing. Listen. Now, you can't not say nothing in the beginning, but then wait till a motherfucker turn their back and walk away and start talking shit.
Look,
what?
Now, how he know he didn't say it?
I don't.
How we know he was even at home when she got dressed and left?
I don't. Either way. So to your point, so now you just knock that out. So I ain't gonna use that as no excuse that he should have said something beforehand. Either way, he still shouldn't have said it on Twitter. You should have took that. You should have ate your feelings and waited till she got home and let her ass have it. That would have been better than going to that. So, like I say, the actions is where I look down upon him on. But I'm not going to say the way how it made him feel. He shouldn't have felt that way. Cause you know what I'm saying? Your girl ass meets out and she on the stage with Usher. It's like, nigga, that shit, that's some scary ass shit. That's some scary ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think his actions is more his feelings. Listen, nigga, everybody got insecurities and they got their feelings, bro. So his feelings, I ain't gonna knock him for feeling the way he feel about his lady. But his approach and what he did, his actions, that's what fucked everything up. You know what I'm saying?
Like your girl basically got Chris Brown, older uncle. You got older Chris Brown. Just matter of fact,
I'm just saying.
You know what? I can't even make that comparison because Usher in the league of his own, dog. I can't even put him and Chris Brown or uncle older uncle. It's Usher, dog. Nigga, hey.
Yeah. Anyway, he could have did anything other than that. He shouldn't have did that. That made him look weaker. But he shouldn't have done that.
Hey, you know what? Okay, look, Tony say she was in Vegas, so he probably did know what she was wearing, what she was going on in that suitcase. But she has a phone, call her and cuss her out. Right.
That's what I'm saying. He could have did anything other than went to Twitter. Like exposing, doing all that extra shit. That's too much. That's extra. It's gonna paint you in a certain picture.
But he probably wanted everybody else to chill her out too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen to these people. Like,
man, you know, people would have did that anyway. You know, it would have been people out there like,
even though
everyone just have a baby, he out there looking like that.
Just like Miss Danielle right here, she said she didn't do anything wrong. Well, you know what I'm saying? Oh no. You know what? I'm gonna agree with Miss Danielle. Technically, she didn't do anything wrong. What? Her booty meats out? Okay, what's the difference between if she was wearing a full-blown mushroom outfit and she was up on Usher like that? You know what I'm saying? What's the problem? Her booty meats out, so what? Embrace your booty. We tell women all the time, embrace your booty cheeks. Embrace the booty.
Yeah, put them titties out too. Fuck it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fucking on stage.
God put this on earth for me and you.
They ain't making love in the club. You feel me? They ain't making love in the club. So let it be, man. Right. Tony,
hey, but that's the thing, Tony. No.
Go ahead. No, you got it.
No, Tony say we all would be accepted. We all would accept being serenaded by Usher. I bet all y'all ass would. That's right. What I'm saying. She also say he talking about his standards, but he is still his baby mama, not his wife. See, I don't like that.
Preach on it. Oh, preach on it.
I don't like that. Because where was that? Where was that when you had the baby? When you was getting impregnated? Where was that thought? Like, oh, I ain't gonna let this nigga get me pregnant because I ain't his wife. But he can't say nothing because now you worried about you ain't no wife. He a baby daddy.
Look.
Now, unless they not in a relationship at all, you can't use that card after you done already had a baby by a motherfucker that you in a relationship with.
That's what I want to know. Are they in a relationship?
If they ain't in no relationship, then he can't say shit then.
Exactly. If they ain't in a relationship, they ain't got shit to say.
If he ain't in a relationship, they ain't got shit to say. If they not boyfriend and girlfriend, if they ain't none of that shit.
Go home to? Do they sleep in the same? Do they live together? Are they in a relationship? This is what needs to know. Tony say she's still single.
Still single. He say
daddy. Okay.
If that's the case, then he can't say shit.
Well, you know what? He can say what he wants to. He just gonna look like a jackass.
It's gonna be irrelevant. So yeah. See, I was under the impression that was her man.
That's what I thought too. I was thinking
thank you for
shit.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Right. If that ain't her man, then fuck it. She ain't do shit wrong.
If that ain't her man, then she ain't do shit wrong. Then you do your thing. You do your motherfucking thing.
Throw that ass in a circle, girl.
Throw that ass in a circle. Matter of fact, run that shit back. Hey. We should have had the video.
Just be glad Donald Trump wasn't there. He's gonna grab your girl by the coochie.
Yeah, he definitely would have did that. That's who you don't want your woman to be back next to.
Right. They say Donald Trump racist, but Donald Trump had a black model back in the day. Donald Trump ain't racist. He just don't like poor folks.
The slave masters had black women too, so shit, they still was racist for sure. They just still.
Well, yeah, that's true.
They do their thing, man. Fuck all that.
That's true. That's true. I agree with you on that. Fuck Donald Trump, whatever. I don't care what he was, really. Fuck him, regardless.
Fuck him, regardless. That nigga alien. Hey, all right. That's it, y'all.
Oh, hold on. No, I got a question. Hey, real quick, Tony, have you ever seen the movie Sounds of Freedom? Before we go, I just need to know. It's a great movie. I want to know, have you seen it or interested in seeing it? Like, what? I need some feedback on this movie. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. You're interested in seeing it? Do you want to see it? Have you thought about seeing it? What is your thoughts about it?
Yeah, it's pretty much.
No, sure don't seem too enthusiastic. All right. All right. That's all I want to know. No enthusiasm at all. All right. Black folk.
Black folk.
Black folk.
Black folk.
Nah, but we are gonna give you 2 tickets to go see it though. Oh, never mind. You don't like the theaters, we ain't gonna send you to it. But we got you though. We're gonna send you a consolation prize. Nope, too late. You already said you don't want. Nope, too late. Too late. The offer has been withdrawn. The windows are closed. The polls are closed. What else do they say when they don't want to give a motherfucker their money?
Oh no.
Nah, but got you covered. Thanks for tuning in with us. Thanks for being active with us all night. Highly appreciated, man.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Y'all
know what time it is.
Thanks for tuning in with us.
Yes, Danielle. Thank you for being out there.
Miss Danielle said she was with her, but she was driving. Where you going, girl? Where you been going? We want to know too. Shoot.
All right, y'all. We about to close this thing out, man. We hope y'all have a great night, a great morning. Get that money if you got to go to work like I do. And remember, this weekend is my birthday, man. So feel free to shout me out. Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? On Sunday, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. But no, for real though. Thank y'all for tapping into the Conversation Room podcast, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm one of your 2 hosts, Mr. King Coleman.
And I'm your boy, M. Gizzle, a.k.a. God's homie. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tapping the likes. Thanks for tapping the shares. Thanks for letting us know you care. Ms. Daniel, she was driving and listening. That's what I'm talking about. That's love right there. Highly appreciated. Peace.
Y'all be good, man.
I just started out. I almost.
Once again, it's the spin, 8 to 10 every Monday. Conversation taking place. All of it's real, some of it's funny. Kick your feet up if you like, at least your internet connected. Twist a blunt, pour a drink simultaneously, a separate perspective with respect, being reflective with some fears. Couple hours out of your day, fire in the hole and cheers. Oh yeah, might as well go ahead and talk your shit, but make it funky, cause we all gon' sniff. Signing in, King Coleman and them Gizzle. Come on and kick it for a little. Ain't no hating, we debating over topics big and little. If you're ready, let's get it. Let the greatness resume. Welcome to the Conversation Room. Tap in and tap share.